Welcome, you're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. I hope you'll pardon the relative brevity of this monologue for this bonus Mother's Day review, because, number one, it was an all-day project to edit and post a 40-minute Mother's Day special proper here on TSR, all about getting in the kitchen and whipping up great home-cooked meals to demonstrate the best way to say I love you, Mom, or at least one of the best ways. And two, this studio is actually quite a mess of laundry at the moment. Hence the change in scenery. My table is actually cluttered to the brim right now, to the very edge with laundry and DVDs and stuff like that. So, we have a change of scenery for the day. But nevertheless, I said I was going to review this issue of People magazine, and for good reason. Hello. I only had this for one day. I just bought this yesterday for 74 cents. 25% off the price of 99 cents. And yet it screams Mother's Day so loud and so sultry. Hello, the Bella twins. And so wholesome, the Bella twins, as mothers yet again, that it would almost be a disgrace if I didn't review this now. So, we have the September 7th issue of People magazine from last year, with the Bella twins on the cover, double baby joy, giving birth to two sons, one apiece, nearly one whole day apart from each other, 22 hours apart from each other. Nikki's first child, Mateo, born July 31st, and Bree's second child, her first son, Buddy, born August 1st, joining 3-year-old sister, Birdie. Buddy and Birdie. If I were looking at the kids right now, I tell you, it would be very difficult to tell who is who based on the pronunciations alone, because they sound so similar. Especially my pronunciations. WWE wrestlers, and especially proud to say, Hall of Famers turned TV stars Nikki and Bella open up about welcoming sons less than one day apart and a bond that's gotten them through tough times. There's also some Riverdale stuff, and the surprise return of America's Mary Poppins. Let's get right to it with the Riverdale stuff. In the Hot Monitor section, friendly exes. Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse, Betty and Jughead. On camera, they're known as Bughead. Off camera, for quite some time, they were shipped as Sprouse Heart. On August 19th, Sprouse, 28, confirmed he and Riverdale co-star Reinhardt, 23, amicably split earlier this year after dating on and off since 2017. He wrote on Instagram, quote, "I wish her nothing but the utmost love and happiness," end quote. How incredibly awkward will it be to continue to film love scenes as Bughead if you two took your relationship off camera for a brief period of time, and now that relationship has since fizzled? Oh well, you do what you want. I have to say, it is the strong ratings for Riverdale that is keeping the show alive right now on the CW. Cast drama and fandom drama aside, it's the ratings, as strong yet tepid as they may be, that is the lifeline and heartbeat of Riverdale's presence and residence on the CW right now. If it weren't for the strong ratings, Riverdale would be gone by now. So remember, Lily, Cole, and everyone at Riverdale, no matter what the fans may say about your performances, and about you, and about the writing, etc., remember, if they don't watch, you don't get paid. It's simple as that. Not that I'm watching or anything. Maybe one day, when I get the DVDs. So long as I purchase stuff from the thrift shop. You might recall in my previous People magazine review for Odyssey to the Oscars, the one with Kobe Bryant on the cover, R.I.P. KB, that magazine had a preview of the Bella twins cover story, the one that you're seeing right now. And I told you, if and when I found that particular issue of People magazine, you bet your bottom dollar it would be mine. I looked, I touched, I grabbed, I purchased, I took it home, and now it's in front of you. We're so in love with our boys. Total Bella stars Bree and Nikki welcome sons just 22 hours apart. Meet Buddy and Mateo. This is a little Q&A session told with Christina Duggan with Brian Bowen-Smith's photography, just accentuating the wholesomeness and beauty of this entire article. There's also 5 things you need to know about the Bella twins here. From their days of their youth to their time as active WWE superstars. Both of them Divas champions. Nikki Bella, the longest reigning Divas champion in history. How about that? The article itself talks about the birth of their sons in detail, the first impressions of their sons, as well as those of their significant others, Bree's husband, Daniel Bryan, and Nikki's fiancé, Artem C., whose last name I will not even attempt to pronounce. He is Nikki's former ballroom partner for Dancing with the Stars. They're engaged. And I hope someday soon, Nikki and Artem will be husband and wife, just so we can get that out of the way, and Nikki can finally say that she's found a man of her dreams. If Bree did it, why can't Nikki? Best of luck. The article also discusses their sisterly bond, as well as returning to their active workouts after their babies have been born. Finally, the SUPERNANNY takes on quarantine. That's right, the return of SUPERNANNY! You get that reference? SUPERNANNY! If you get that, you watch a lot of Sesame Street. Joe Frost takes on quarantine. As told to Ali Nahaz, even during the pandemic, the childcare expert and TV star from ABC and Lifetime is hard at work at helping parents stay sane. From in-person visits documented on her reality show, SUPERNANNY, to virtual visits via Zoom or whatever video conferencing app she uses during this pandemic, during quarantine. I wonder how production of the show SUPERNANNY would fare when Joe Frost is doing her virtual consultation services for distressed parents the world over during quarantine. She also says her tips for dealing with kids stuck at home: have a schedule, be realistic, focus on prep, teach your kids age-appropriate skills, communicate with your partner. She also talks about her relationship and gives her first impressions about her husband, location coordinator for SUPERNANNY, Darren Jackson. By the way, the couple actually have no children of their own. But Joe says, spiritually, she feels like she has millions of children. And you know what, I can't fault her. You might recall I actually own both of her books. Both purchased from the thrift shop, and both of them reviewed on the channel. I'll leave links for both those reviews below, as well as the People magazine previewing this very issue. Again, the one with the Bella twins on the cover. Double baby joy. She also slams critics of her show with a certain amount of grace that's expected of a fine and fair Brit like Joe Frost. I actually loved watching SUPERNANNY when I was coming up on ABC. I particularly like season 6 and 7 the most. We actually have one final feature to share with you, going back to Riverdale, all the way on the back of this issue of People. I cannot recall how many times I have seen this particular ad for secret clinical strength deodorant in magazines aplenty. The sexy, sexy, sexy Camila Mendes, Riverdale's very own Veronica Lives, modeling secret clinical strength. Essential luxury, no sweat, introducing new secret essential oils antiperspirant. 48-hour protection, crafted with pure essential oils for Secret's most natural scent experience, free of parabens and dyes. If I see this ad one more time, I might as well go out and purchase some secret clinical strength deodorant or whatever. If only so I can get with Camila one way or another. I may not be the biggest Riverdale fan, but I have quite a thing for Camila Mendes. And Lily Reinhart. And Madeline Petsch. Yeah. All things considered, this issue of People magazine earns 5 out of 5 claps. And I'm sorry, but if there are 2 other active or retired professional wrestlers in sports entertainment who are the literal definitions of the term hot mama other than the Bella twins, I have yet to find out who they are. Okay, maybe Melise. But you know what? I'm so in love with the Bella twins, as you probably know, that my quest is probably the size of Raymond James Stadium for this year's WrestleMania, which recently passed. Thanks so much for staying up with me for this bonus Mother's Day review. I appreciate it. Please check out the link below also for my 40-minute Mother's Day special on TSR. Getting in the kitchen, demonstrating through our actions one of the best ways to say, I love you and thanks, Mom. And of course, once I get this studio cleaned up, I'll catch you guys next week. Wishing you a happy Mother's Day, or in this case, a Mother's Night. I'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, you can always look and be touched at what you find, especially on this channel.